Next up, we have Eyesight Technologies with Gideon Schmuel. Welcome, Gideon.
Good morning. Good. So I'll give you a quick overview of what we do at Eyesight. For the last few years, we actually develop very advanced computer vision AI algorithms that work on embedded devices, on low power processing, very unique approach to solving a very difficult problem. I'll talk specifically about the work we're doing in automotive, which is the lion's share of our work today. Highly recognized for the work we're doing, receiving quite a lot of awards, for Frost & Sullivan, for automotive recently, Gartner, HMI, because we are bringing something very unique to the market. It is also known as edge-based processing, okay? So this is what we do. Edge-based can be a custom-made silicon like I have on my iPhone for face recognition. It can be a 32-core silicon as Mobileye, or it can be a $4 CPU. That's what we're using. We're using off-the-shelf, low-power ARM processors, basically, to do very complex fusion of neural networks, computer vision blocks, all fused together, and I'll give you some examples. The market is booming after years of education. It's billions of devices. Looking really at automotive and connected home devices as the big growth areas. This is where Eyesight is involved in. Traditionally, we came from the connected home kind of appliances, working with many brands, but we are very much focused in automotive for the last couple of years about in-car monitoring. So in-car monitoring is becoming legislation, regulation, both in China and Europe. Euro NCAP 2020, if you don't have driver monitoring, you're going to lose a star, your safety star. Trucks and buses in China is becoming regulation, both in Korea and Japan. Really understanding a lot around the driver, the occupancy, the posture. If you think autonomous level 3, we're going to sit in different positions. There's going to be a handover between the driver and the car. Understanding the in-cabin is becoming mandatory. And if you come to my kind of little sitting area, I have a system running where you can see real-time processing of face, eyes, gaze, pupil dilation to see if I'm under the influence of alcohol, 1 degree gaze accuracy, all using a 1 megapixel camera, the lowest resolution possible, and a dual-core A53, very, very low ARM processing, really running 6 neural networks fused together in real time. That's the kind of algorithm efficiency we are bringing. The other area is connected home, where we're embedding into devices like Sony smart home devices, Entity, Docomo, Kada Shunfei or iFlyTech from Hefei. Many big companies are choosing Eyesight technology because I'm able to run on a dual core or single core ARM processor on device, nothing in the cloud, fully private, real time, no storage, doing everything from location, number of people, personalization, face, actions, and elderly detection system, very privately, very important for Europe. No images kept, no imaging sent, so very important, and hence we're being chosen by many projects. Very active in China. I have a small team in China. We are growing it now. I'm putting a lot of emphasis now in this region. I'm a lot in Hong Kong. I was in Shenzhen yesterday because we need to grow it. We have a lot of opportunities. We just signed a strategic cooperation with Suling for a project with Dongfang. We're working with Geely, working with JB, many brands we're engaged with. We are going to enlarge this team. And globally as well, we're working already with big tier ones like WAPCO, Aptiv, which is Delphi, Takata. So we're really being chosen by the strength of our technology, and now the focus is about execution. So as I said, everything is running on off-the-shelf ARM processors. Even when we do fusion of 6, 7 neural networks, we really pioneered a method of building small models instead of the big kind of known academic models. We build very unique small models. Just to give you an idea, and you can come and have a look, on a single eye, we have 53 points. Okay, on a face, we don't use landmarks. So I can put a camera in the mirror, I can put a camera in the A pillar, I can come from different angles and still have very high level of detection and resolution. Very unique from that point of view. This is an example of, I have here, you can see a face recognition, age, gender, 3D reconstruction of my head using a single camera, understanding the distance from the steering wheel, for example. We have a pupil center, gaze, upper eyelid, lower eyelid, with glasses, without glasses, pupil dilation to see if I'm under the influence, all in real time at 30 frames per second using a 1 megapixel camera. That's the level of performance we are bringing, hence being chosen by many vendors now. Why is it so important? Okay, many accidents are happening in autonomous testing, autonomous level. Mobileye started their testing in Jerusalem last month. The first ride, it ran through a red light, okay? There's still a lot of work, okay? So regulation is saying we need to understand the driver's state. This is from the internet, search, YouTube, oranges and Tesla. In a Tesla autopilot, you have to acknowledge you are alert, you are looking at the road. They're testing it, checking it by making sure you're holding the steering wheel. So smart drivers found a way to overcome it by, for example, putting an orange there. This is real, many, and we see accidents happening. Hence, autonomous level 3, as you can see, driver monitoring is becoming regulation. Euro NCAP, acknowledge it, driver monitoring for 2020, full occupancy and posture for 2022. We're now starting a project with analog devices for their 3D sensor in Magna to build this kind of full technology into one single module. So the demand is overwhelming right now from Detroit, from Germany, from China. Furthermore, people are dying, okay? People are dying today, bad accidents because of distraction, alertness, we assist. So the idea is to really bring better experience to the car, understand drowsiness, inattentiveness, even use intention. So we have such high level of accuracy of gaze, we can choose icons in a heads-up display or infotainment. We're working here in Hong Kong with Veritronics, which is part of BOE, embedding this technology to the LCD panels already in the infotainment and the instrument cluster. And personalization, if you look at the future of mobility, in Germany, I was in Munich last week, BMW deployed something like 3,000 cars on the streets. You take an app, book a car, you go in, that's it. You leave it somewhere when you finish. If they knew who you are, or at least your age and gender, then the car would be personalized to you. Okay, we can do these things privately on device, nothing kept, nothing in the cloud. So demographic data and moving to full occupancy and posture and gesture control. There's a full roadmap we get from the OEMs and Tier 1s, moving from driver to occupancy identification, understanding who is speaking, biometrics, health, emotions. A strong team, we've been doing it for about 8 years now. Many people from Intel, Mobileye, Freescale, Infineon, a very strong team. 55 employees, very technical oriented. In many devices, consumer, in aftermarket automotive, winning embedded automotive, many patents. Today we've raised 40 million from a group of very strong investors like Mitsui from Japan, Glenrock, and others. And now, so very mature technology, mature. It's not kind of an idea. We are shipping, we are deploying, we are being chosen. Now it's all about execution, putting people in the field to really work with our customers, work with all the wins we have to ensure we are converting these contracts to major revenues. We are already in revenues, but the idea is really to jump in a big way. So as I said, automotive, user analytic, IoT devices, using the same kind of AI platform that we have on embedded devices. Thank you.